Hello, my name is Alexander Barnes. Welcome to my latest challenge. This week I implemented Dewan's mechanic with mine. His mechanic was a tile that when it entered gave the player full stamina. What I did was each time the player activates the entity_wall, their stamina reduces. This creates a scenario where the player will eventually need to seek out the tile to fully restore stamina, so the player can progress to the next level. So basically in the first level, I'm just introducing my mechanic where when you step on a pressure plate, it rotates. So you step on that, it rotates again. If you step on it again, it rotates like that. Step on that. Be like that, you trap yourself in. Okay, and then the second level is where I introduced Dewan's mechanic. So basically, his mechanic is when you enter a tile, it fully recovers your whole entire stamina, but just once, so you can't enter the tile again. So push the box over here, push the box over here, you're low on stamina, you know you're not going to be able to make it over there, so you grab this. Now the player has full stamina, he can't enter it again, it turns red. Push the box over there, now he can enter this tile. Now this last level is where I implemented both mechanics, and each mechanic is using stamina. So when I push the box, it's using stamina, and when I interact with the entity wall, it uses stamina. So I have a stamina tile, a recovery tile at the very end that the player uses. So the player gets in here so he can be able to move the entity wall. Moves the wall again. Now the player sees the wind tile. Oh, he doesn't have enough stamina. So he goes, player has full stamina. You're good. Move that out of the way. And then he wins the game. And that's basically it for that. Now, inside here in my code, I'm going to start off with the tile pressure pad. So when on entered, basically when you enter the tile pressure pad, the player's stamina goes down 10 each entering. So if the player has no stamina, they respawn. And right here, the code is when you enter the tile pressure pad, the tile turns a different color. Each entering will cause the activate to happen. And down here is just when you exit the tile_pressure pad, all that it's doing is setting the material back to the original color. Now if we go into entity wall, go to the event graph. So on event begin play on a tile. So if you click on a tile in the editor, you can make it. You can change the entity type to entity_wall, and you can choose to make it a spawner or not, and then it will update selected neighbor, then spawn one that are on play, basically. And then right here, if you change the state in editor, then it will automatically change the direction accordingly. This checks the current state so it updates in real time. Now let's go to update. Oh, actually, let's go in here first. Construction script. So right here, I had to basically set a state for each direction. So 0 would be left, 1 would be up, 2 would be right, and down would be 3. And so every time that it would get to the left one, meaning 0, the next one in line would be 1, and it wouldn't know. And basically, this code is telling it that. Same with this code right here. So setting each state to a value of direction, so 0 index equals left direction. Now in activate, this right here was my old activate code. That wasn't, so like all it was doing was moving once, and then if I hit the pressure pad again, then it would give me a bunch of errors. And then I fixed it with this. It's not the prettiest, but it works. So basically when you enter the tile pressure pad, this happens. This will check the current state of the spawn entity wall, then will move it clockwise based on the current state on each activation. So every single time it knows what state it's currently in, and then it moves based off that. Now if you go into tile refill stamina, this is the one that Dewan helped me with. So on enter, you cast it the player, and it do once, so you can't just spam the stamina. And then it gives 100 amount, so it refills them completely, and then it just plays a sound and sets a color. And then right here, I made it where the player cannot enter the tile again on exit. And that is basically it. And in here, I made a lot of things instance editable, so I can be able to do it in the editor and like click on an entity wall, make it a spawner or not, and then also change if I want what direction I want it to spawn in, and then also I can change the current status here as well. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much.